Hi everyone, I hope you are well. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Hogwarts Legacy but playing it on the Steam Deck. I'll start by playing the game on the recommended settings with default Steam Deck settings to see how it performs straight out the box. Then I'll make some adjustments to stabilise the frame time and FPS. Lastly I'll look at a setup that gives us decent image quality and playability along with some decent and stable frame rates. Coming into the game I'm just going to select my character. I played this game on release, however on my PC it did not run very well at all. And after about 6 or 7 hours of playtime, I absolutely gave up on it. Every round of combat I went into, my PC would stutter and stall, and it just became unplayable, really. As we can see, we jump straight in, and we're in Hogsmeade, and we've got some stability issues already. That frame time graph is all over the place. We are on the default settings. Just make sure, let's go back into the menu, make sure we're definitely on the defaults. Yeah, so the default is medium. We'll just run the benchmark just to make sure that I've not changed anything because I've been tinkering with this today. And then we'll go into the normal settings and just reset those to defaults. Cool. And let's double check on the Steam Deck that I am on the default settings there. Whoops, I just changed them. So yeah, frame rate 60, refresh rate 60. That's pretty much what it comes as if you don't make any changes. So we'll have a run around Hogsmeade. We can see straight away we're losing a lot of frames. Down to 24, down to 25, 29. The motion blur is a bit jaunting. Yeah, got some big stutters there. Changing directions quickly. I'll go for a little fly around just to see what that impact has as well. Just get out of range. Get up. What I will say is, at these settings, there isn't much in the way of input lag. So some of these settings, when you change them, especially when you start reducing them, will give you some pretty horrific input lag. I have gone the long way around the houses to getting on my broom here. Here we go. Okay, so let's have a fly around Hogsmeade and see what we get. 30, 29, 30, 31, 29, 30, 32. Any body of water is a good thing to check your FPS on, because that tends to give you the biggest drop in performance. Especially falling water, if there's a waterfall nearby, go check that out. So, flying around, it seems to hold in the high 20s. Don't like the motion blur, and we're still getting a hell of a lot of stuttering. The frame time is just all over the place. So let's get back to Hogsmeade and let's make some changes. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this from medium settings. Dumbass, pressed the wrong button. We're going to go from the recommended settings, we're going to go to low. And then we're going to go into our display options. I'm going to take the FSR to FSR2. And we're going to change it to performance. And then we're going to change the frame rate limitation to 60, simply because from what I've read online and what I've experienced myself, this frame rate limitation in game can actually cause more stuttering than it helps. The frame rate restriction in the Steam Deck is much better, so we're not going to limit the FPS in here, we will limit it in the Steam Deck itself. Field of view we're going to change to 10.5. Or 10.4 will do, that's fine. And we will knock off all of these, so the motion blur, depth of field, chromatic aberration and film grain, will turn all of those off, and then we'll see what this looks like. So you'll have a little dip in frame rate as the game sort of figures itself out. So now we've removed the restrictions, we're getting 40 odd FPS when we're running around. But obviously we don't want to be running around, we want to be in Hogsmeade at the minute. Let's do the same testing we did before. We'll have a run around the town. As you can see, it's still very unstable. We're still getting a lot of frame time issues. 31, 36, 34, 33, 35, 36, 39. It's not doing too bad. But we're still getting that. Yeah, we're still getting those big drops down to 27, and it's not stable at all. We get mid to high 30s though, that's good. Now, I did see somebody put up a settings profile of their own, so let's give that a go. So their profile basically actually has nothing to do with the settings in the game. What we're going to do is we're going to change the refresh rate down to 50. Oops. The frame rate limit to 25. And apparently this is as stable as it gets. But what I would say about the previous settings and these ones is there is a huge input lag. Like a very noticeable input lag. Like aiming is difficult, combat in this is going to be difficult. So even though restricting it to 25 FPS has given us the stability that we were looking for in the frame time, it has also given us quite a significant amount of input delay. This to me is unplayable, especially as you get further on in the game and you start being in more combat, more advanced combat, where you've got to mix up your spells and react quickly to what's going on. This is going to hinder you massively and ruin the game for you. So for me, this is not really an option. So what I'm going to do is go back, up the refresh rate. Come on. Just not being my friends there. Just... There we go. We're going to leave the frame limit at 30. I'm going to head back into my settings. And we change the upscaling to quality. And this to me is a good balance between performance and visuals. The game still looks okay. Stability is okay. You'll get some little skitters here and there, especially in Hogsmeade where it's quite CPU intensive. That's more down to the power distribution between the CPU and GPU and just not having a lot of power to distribute to begin with. But overall, I think this is a good sort of middle of the road on quality and performance. And that's it. In case you're wondering, on this mode, you'll get about 2 hours worth of gameplay on battery before your stream deck dies. And that's pretty much it. So, thanks for watching. If you've got any suggestions for games you want testing, then leave them in the comments below. I will test them on the Steam Deck, and my colleague Stuart will test them on the ROG Ally, and we'll post the videos up so you can see what performance we're able to get from those. And until next time, goodbye.